Hey everyone, welcome to Encore, and I'm wondering if you guys know the story of the Three Kings. Keep watching.
Hey everyone, it's Corin, and you're watching EnKoreMakeup. Blend, blend, blend.
Hi, Corin, stop using my lipstick.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So the holidays here, it's holiday season. Love this time of the year. And it's gotten so cold I had to break out my furry hats, so the furry hats are back. At any rate, so part of holiday tradition is, knowing about the Three Kings. And biblically, of course, they arrived and bearing gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And my Three Kings is in a form of mirror. So anyway, my really good friend Maxine whose last name translates to Three Kings, how appropriate is that, has been like telling me about her vanities for ages and ages and ages, and I knew she started her company and it's doing well, and she specializes in vanity mirrors. You know, that's kind of like, a tabletop or a salon setting, or you can just have a boudoir in your room that you can have the vanities and stuff. I've seen like videos of from other gurus displaying or talking about their vanity girls, and I was like, one of these days I'm going to want one. At the time I don't have any room to put them in and stuff, so I've been just like using my lidded mirror and my IKEA mirror, and that was sufficient. But at the back of my head I was just like, eventually when I have room, then I'll definitely look into it. And recently I moved, so I said, yay, now I have room, and I totally mapped out where I'm going to put the vanity and stuff. And then the whole thing of like, okay, which kind do I want? Do I want just the regular tabletop, or do I want the salon style? And of course, I've chosen the salon style, which is what you see behind me right here. So I'm going to talk about this a little bit because it's very important that I give you guys some feedback on the packaging. The packaging is really sturdy, which is great because, it's fragile. It's mirror and there are bulbs in here and stuff. So I'm pretty impressed with the packaging. It's sturdy cardboard. Now the measurement, guys, is 31 inches this way and 38 inches this way, and then the thickness of it is about 7.5 inches. The problem I ran into is that I barely fit it in the trunk of my car, because I had it shipped to my mail valet service because I travel so much. Nobody's going to be home to sign for it. So I had it shipped to a mail valet service, and another problem was getting it from there to home, and I had to really squish this in. If you guys can see these ridges right up here, and that's from really trying to fit it in my car. So if you have the same situation that I do, that you're going to get this shipped to like a mailbox or a mail service, then make sure that you have a vehicle that's going to fit this dimension. Alright, and so if you have like an SUV or a minivan, it shouldn't be much of a problem. Now there are stickers all over it that says fragile or handled with care, glass and stuff, which is great because the box itself is in absolutely amazing condition, considering the fact that it traveled ground across the country. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually unpack this and assemble it and give you guys my feedback on the assembly part. So keep watching. Okay, so I just unpacked everything from the main box, and the packaging actually came with smaller boxes inside, much like this one. This is actually the base. But the important part is finding the instructions how to put it together. And it's just a simple 4-page instruction on how to put the whole vanity together. And I read through them and it's pretty simple, so I think I can do this. So I'm going to attempt to put it together. So far so good. So I'm attaching the base now to the main frame of the vanity, and all the accessories you're going to need are included in the packaging. And it's very simple. It just includes 4 of these small screws. That's like an Allen wrench, and this is going to be the screw that's holding the back. Alright, and also a longer version, which is these screws right here, 4 of them, and this is going to be holding the front part of the frame. And it also came with an Allen wrench, alright, and that's basically what you're going to need to do to tighten the screws. And you're just going to need to tighten it hand tight. Now to attach the longer sets of screws is going to require you to lay the vanity frame flat. Now attaching the screws that's going to hold the front part of the frame is just as easy as attaching the screw that's holding the back part of the frame. So you basically just screw it right into the pre-drilled holes and then use the Allen wrench to tighten it. Okay, so now that I secured the base, the next step is attaching the mirror. And the mirror came nicely packaged in styrofoam, and you basically just apply this right into the clips that's built into the frame. Starting with the top right here, you're just going to need to wedge it right in these metal kind of holders. And then at the bottom of the frame are two clips that's going to hold it in place. And make sure to tighten the screw of the clip that's holding the mirror with a Phillips screw or a screwdriver, one or the other. Just make sure to hand tighten that so that way it's not shaking or loose. So once you finish attaching the mirror, which is really easy breezy, I didn't have any problems with it, I'm ready to add on the light bulbs which came with it. There are 13 of them, and they're vanity bulbs, like globe bulbs, alright? And before you do that, you're going to need to make sure that these caps right here are secure because they could have gotten loosened from the shipping. So all you need to do is just make sure to push them back, alright? And just kind of wiggle them a little bit just to make sure that they're not loose. And then all you need to do is screw on the bulbs. So once you installed all 13 light bulbs, don't be surprised to find out that you have 2 extra light bulbs, because I was kind of like looking at, did I miss something? Or are there any other sockets that I missed? But they come automatically with 2 extra light bulbs for a spare, just in case one of them is broken or anything. Luckily, none of them are broken. And these light bulbs can easily be found at your local hardware store or home improvement centers, so they're not like special order light bulbs. There's nothing special about them. They're just like globe bulbs, or vanity bulbs. And you can find them at the light and fixture section of, you know, Home Depot or Lowe's, or, you know, any store like that. And at the same time, you can also find them at the bathroom section, you know, where bathroom lighting and vanity lightings are. You'll probably find these bulbs in there as well. So now, all we need to do is turn it on. So a couple of features that I really like about the Vanity Girl Broadway is that it's got 2 outlets right here where you can plug in your hair dryer, curling iron, anything, you know, electric. You can plug it right here, so there are 2 outlets. And there's also a dimmer switch right here, right next to the power switch. Okay, this turns off and on. And then the dimmer, you slide it to dim and to brighten. Now for those of you guys who are wondering if this is going to be ideal for those of you guys who film video tutorials and stuff, especially on YouTube like I do, this is basically kind of like the lighting that you're going to get. It's kind of ambient lighting. It's got a little bit of that yellowish tone, so it gives you a little bit more warmth. So it's definitely ideal if you are creating an evening look or anything of that sort. It's not going to give you like a natural white lighting, and if you decide to do that, then get a natural white light lamp that you can add in addition to the lighting that it's emitting right now. So I think that's going to be perfect for a more daytime kind of like light to it. But as far as, you know, dramatic looks, evening wear, evening look and stuff like that, I think it's very, very sufficient, and it lights you up really good. No shadows. It's not casting any shadows because the lights are coming from around the area that needs to be lit. So I think it's perfect for video making. So all in all, I'm so glad I got the Broadway version. It's so easy to assemble. I would say it will take 10 to 15 minutes of assembly time, and it's a great chance for you guys out there who has kids as well to have them involved, because they can put on the light bulbs, and that's going to be fun. It's like decorating a Christmas tree. So where do I see this? Now, I would love to see Vanity Girls at hotels. Definitely, you know, it would be great to check into a hotel room and see a Vanity Girl, like, you know, within the room, or if there's like a, you know, kind of like a boudoir area or anything like that, or pretty much like any hotel room. I would be so impressed to walk in and see one of these. Of course, you know, salons, if you guys work for a salon and you need great lighting and great mirror that has all the bells and whistles that you'll need to create amazing looks, definitely look into Vanity Girl. I would love to see this at Makeup Forever boutiques. Now that they're opening a lot of boutiques across the country, they started with 3, and I know they have vanities in there. I would love to see something like this in the boutiques. And not just hotels, I would love to see this in cruise ships. You know, when you go on a cruise, you check into your hotel room, and you know, it'll be there for performers, actors, you know, just like my background's theater, you know, I'd love to have my dressing room equipped with a vanity like this. Dancers, theater companies and stuff, and of course for basically any studios, any salons, spas, or anything like that, I can totally see something like this. And for those of you guys who are just at home, who just wants to have a nice setup at home, this is definitely going to be a great vanity for you guys. And you don't have to be a pro to own one. And of course, for this holiday season, ask for one of these. You know, it's going to be the most awesome Christmas gift as well. So for those of you guys who are still thinking, you know, what kind of gifts you're going to ask for this holiday season, either my tour, which is the Out of the Beauty Box tour, or ask for one of these. You're definitely going to want one. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.